Yo, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another video here on the channel. I want to apologize if my voice sounds scratchy. I am sick. But anyways, we are here with part 2 of the city tour. This build right here is not one of my builds. I'm not going to be showing off this entire house today. I'll have a link into the description below for the original creator and the original tour for this house. We're going to start off by coming to this makeshift car that I have right here, and if we press this button, it acts as a garage door opener. We could walk inside the garage door, press this button, and the door then goes back up. We can make our way down this hallway right here, and that door right there, that just leads to a little bathroom area. Right here we got a nice little shelf with some decorative blocks on it, and here we just have the living room. Once when we come in here, we could take a left, come down the staircase, and here we have the basement. This part, however, I'm going to show more of it because this basement is my original build. Taking a look at the table where all the smoke is coming from, we got that OG purple Kush, got someone hitting the blinker. Here we have someone coughing, and we have the dude laughing at the dude who's coughing because, you know, he's dying. When I take this music disc out of this jukebox, as you can see, the lights come on, and when I put it back in, the lights go off because that thing right in front of me acts as a makeshift TV. We come all the way back here. This room, it's really nothing. It's just kind of a little storage area, and when we come back out here, we have a little makeshift bar area. Of course, that button back there turns off the lights. If you guys have seen my last tour, you're going to be familiar with what this is. Let's go ahead, take a step inside, turn the block inside the item frame, and here we go. I forgot to close the clock behind me when I started coming down here, but whatever. We're going to walk through this door right here, and by first glance, you guys may already be getting a feel for what's about to come next. Just take a good look at it and observe. When we turn around, we could come down this little spiral staircase, and once when we make our way out this door, here we are. We could then take a right, come into this first hallway right here. We could just explore in here, and outside of the map area, I did not get any of that built. I'm gonna be honest, I just got pretty lazy. And when we come back in through this little area, we could walk down the hallway, and there we could buy some quick revive. Again, when we come out here, nothing outside of the map has been really decorated, so when it comes to the outside part of the maps, I'm just gonna skip through them. We come back into the spawn room, and then we go into the second hallway, which this is the hallway that you actually have to spend points on. This is the one where it has the elevator, and that's exactly what we're gonna do right now. We're just gonna go ahead, click this button, we're gonna ride down this elevator, and now we are approaching the war room. I'm not even gonna lie. The war room could have been better, a lot better. We're just gonna go ahead, follow this little ring around the top floor of the war room, and then we'll go take a look at the bottom floor. Approaching to the bottom floor of the war room, you can tell it's not that bright in here. In fact, it's pretty dark. But once we get to the third floor and turn on the power, a bunch of lights throughout the war room then turns on. So let's go ahead and let's make our way down to the third floor after when we call this elevator. I kept this build as true to the original as possible. When you walk through this elevator, we could come through these little rooms right here. And right here, this is a little minecart station. This actually connects back up to the city, and this connects to a little another part of the 5 map, which we will see later on. And like I said about keeping it true to the game, when I press this button, I have to turn around in this elevator, the same way how you would in the actual game. And now we have made it to the third and final floor. We start making our way down this hallway. As you can see, there's a bunch of closed doors around the map. There's one to my right there. There was one behind that iron golem. There's another one to the left right there. And there is another one right here. This leads to an old abandoned part of the lab that I really haven't worked on in so long. Maybe one day I'll come back to it and work on it again, but for now it's just there. And we also have these little things around the map. This takes us to that Among Us map. In the original game, there's a teleporter right here, but I don't know what happened to it. It just kind of stopped working. Right here is the room where you flip the power switch and everything comes on. A couple of beacons are about to turn on right now, indicating that this teleporter now works. And when we go ahead and leave out here, A bunch of these doors that were now closed are opened up now, and as you could see as well, not too heavily detailed. I kind of got lazy when it came to the decorations. Right here, that little garage door thing opened up now, and it just leads into a little silo area. Again, not decorated most accurately, but I still like it. Now when we come up this hallway, we could walk into this little room right here, and I kept a little Easter egg original to the game. If you guys know, you know. Taking a look in here, as you can tell, it's not the most accurately decorated. I did my best. And I honestly like the whole idea for the scaffolding being the cages. And this right here, Five Nights at Freddy's inside of 5. Don't ask what I was on this day when I did that. That's just a weird little thing I decided to do. When we start heading back towards the elevator, we take a left into this room, and right off the bat, you guys might be able to know what this is, but in case if you don't, let's go meet our friends downstairs. Next up, we're just going to come right down over to here into this little compartment, and as you can see, there's another little railway right here. But that will be for the next video as well. We're going to come down to this little silo missile chamber thing that I have going on over here, and you may have noticed earlier, there's a little doorway right next to the right of me that we are going to go in and check out, but there's just the little silo right there. But now we are going to go and look and see what's inside of here. We come through this little door right here, and it's just more labs. I mean, what would you have expected? Except this lab is a little bit different. This lab right here is inspired by FedEx Gaming's Redstone House 6. And let's just go ahead and explore a little bit more of it. Don't mind that weird cut. I'm doing a voiceover of the gameplay and kind of have to edit with how I'm voicing over. It's kind of weird. This room right here, we are going to have to open through a lever by coming up to this part of the room and stepping on this eye scanner. As you can see, it blinked red. We're going to walk in here. When we step on those pressure plates, it's going to close the door behind us. We walk up this hallway right here, and now, right here, I'm just going to call him Mr. Squidward for the video. First off though, let's click this button, and let's get these hallway lights on so we have more light. Just going to get this lab powered up by flipping this lever. That door that was once closed is now open. This turns on the room power, and this right here just starts this thing. It does absolutely nothing. One day though, I'm going to make it actually do something in the lab. Maybe it just opens up like a certain door or something, I don't know. If you guys have any ideas, let me know in the comments below what I could do for this. But as you can see, when I have the lever flipped off, it will not work. The room lights have to be on, the actual power has to be on. Now when I turn it back on, click the button, as you can see, it starts to rotate and continues rotating. But we're going to come out over here, and we're going to just check out this little room now that it is opened. Towards the back of this room, we have a little door tucked off to the side. Key card needed or alarm will sound, and the key that we need is all the way back over here where Mr. Squidward is sitting at. Right underneath this chair, there is a chest, and I said key card for some reason when I just use a tripwire hook, which is supposed to resemble a key. As soon as I'm able to, I'm going to go back and probably change the sign. We're just going to go ahead, toss this key at the door, and now it opens up. I did show the part where I was showing how the alarm works and whatnot, but then I decided I would rather you guys go down into the description below, find the link for this door if you guys want to learn how to build it and see how it works from the original creator, which again is FedEx Gaming. So if you want to learn how to make this door, like I said, go check that link in the description below. When we leave that door, we can start heading downstairs, and just down here in this little area, we have a bunch of automatic smelters, and I have a plan for these. What I plan on doing is that the ores that these smelt into ingots, I want them to turn into like a power source for the lab. When everything is done smelting, it gets brought into this room right here, which it needs to be more decorated. All the certain ores will funnel into this chest, and then these hoppers will organize them, yada yada. Everything will get brought down to the very bottom where it'll just store in this chest. And then when the lab needs power for certain shit, you come here, you get the ores, bring them back to whatever needs power, so on and so forth. I got a plan going, just not yet executed. And you guys may have noticed, more railroads. That was pretty much everything to show you in this part of the lab. Only thing left to do is just put this key away, turn off all the power, this lab is getting shut down now because I'm leaving. One more thing, actually. This missile silo. You may be wondering, where does it take you when you leave? I'm about to show you. Next to my house. Just right up here on top of the city. Not really that secret, I would say. I still need to put in some work. There's a lot of work that needs to go into this city, but I kinda got impatient. I wanted to share what I have done with you guys, despite there still needing to be some work to be done. But that's pretty much it. If you guys did happen to enjoy this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up, and I'll see you all for the next one.